Hello everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net. And do you like going to Disneyland? I assume you do. Most people like going to Disneyland. Here's a question. Are you an annual pass holder at Disneyland? I know this pass is expired. It's been a while since I've renewed the annual pass. But if you're an annual pass holder at Disneyland, I've got some good news and bad news. Here's the good news. Soon they will be announcing the new prices for the annual passes. And they aren't likely to go up by very much. In fact, in some of the cases, the plans will likely even be cheaper. That's a good thing. But here's the bad news. They are taking away the monthly payment plan. Now, what that means is instead of paying for the first day when you get your annual pass and then paying a monthly fee afterwards for the rest of the year until it's paid off, you have to pay for the full amount up front. Considering most of these annual passes can go for as high as $1,000, that is a lot of money to just have lying around to pay for your pass up front. Now, why is Disney doing this? Well, here's the thing. It's good to remember first why the annual pass program was created in the first place. It was created because attendance in the parks were low and they wanted to get them up. And in that sense, it was successful. However, in that sense, it was also a little too successful because soon it didn't take long for people to realize that if they're going to go for even just 2 days, it was usually cheaper to get an annual pass than to buy an individual ticket. So you've had a spike in annual passes being bought and the parks just being flooded with people who don't pay to get into the park that day. And sometimes annual pass holders don't buy snacks or anything. I mean, it's, you can go show up for 2 or 3 hours, have fun, and then leave. Why buy snacks? So the annual passes have created some problems. It's created problems with overcrowding, and it's created problems with people not buying as much food and merchandise as they otherwise would have normally bought. So Disney, I think they want to move away from the annual pass, at least sort of. I don't know if they want to completely get out of the game, but it's pretty clear that it's a problem that needs to be fixed. So if this is true, and it's very likely will be true, Mice Chat is reporting it, they are rarely that bad. If you hear noise in the background, my chinchilla Perry has decided to wake up in the afternoon, which is unusual for him, and he wants to play. And he's even looking at me, kind of going what am I doing? But anyway, so this is a way for them to curb the attendance and pretty much curb the annual pass holder attendance, which is really cutting into their bottom line. But they don't completely get rid of the program, so the really rich people who like the annual pass, they can still get it. I mean, that is totally unfair. I know it is, but here's the thing. Disney, they're a business. They are a business. They don't have to do anything. Personally, I would be in favor of just getting rid of the annual pass altogether if the prices would go down to $60, $70 a ticket a day. Because I only go 2 or 3 times a year, and the cheapest annual pass, which is the SoCal Select, is $400. I'd gladly give that up to just pay on an individual basis. Heck, I might even go to Disneyland more on an annual basis if I didn't have to worry about, the cost of the ticket. I don't know. Bottom line, I think Disneyland's gotten way too expensive, personally. But it's still a great place to go, still fun. We'll have to see. Disney's been experimenting with a lot of price increases and decreases in the last year or so. As a result of this, I mean, they're the ones they also decided to try the surge pricing thing where it's on certain days it would cost more money than other days, and that was a huge failure, especially on Memorial Day weekend. So I wouldn't expect that to stick around. So we're going to see what they do with the annual pass, because I think Disney kind of wants to get rid of it, but they know they just can't get rid of it. So I think this is step 1 in phasing it out, because step 1, make the price a little bit more unobtainable so you're not completely getting rid of it, but it's not within reach for most people's wallets. And then once the sales go down, you can justify completely getting rid of it to the stockholders. That's what I think is going on. But what do you folks think? Do you think this is what Disney's doing? I'd like to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.